Most rack-mount storage units feel like boring metal boxes that just sit in a closet, but this thing actually has some serious muscle under the hood. When you look at the specs, it's clear this isn't just for basic file storage. Packing a Core i7 processor with 10 cores and 16 gigs of DDR5 RAM, it feels more like a high-end workstation than a standard NAS. Honestly, seeing that kind of hardware in a 2U chassis is a bit of a surprise, but it makes sense once you start pushing data through those dual 10GB ePorts. You're looking at speeds that can actually keep up with heavy video editing or massive backup jobs without breaking a sweat. What stands out, though, is how it handles the heavy lifting. With the M2 slots for caching, the system stays snappy even when you're throwing random read and write tasks at it. It's built for those environments where waiting for a file to load just isn't an option. The build quality is solid, too. It's a heavy, industrial-feeling piece of kit that feels like it belongs in a server room, not just tucked away on a shelf. The metal chassis is sturdy, though you'll definitely want to make sure your rack rails are properly secured, because this thing has some real weight to it once you load up all 12 bays. The software side is where things get interesting. The backup suite is surprisingly deep, covering everything from off-site recovery to ransomware protection with snapshots. It's nice to see that they didn't just focus on the raw speed and ignore the actual data safety side of things. You can mix and match your drive configurations, and the way it handles capacity expansion is pretty intuitive for anyone who has dealt with RAID arrays before. Now, it isn't perfect. The fans can get a bit vocal when the processor is under a sustained load, which is expected for a 2U unit, but it's something to keep in mind if your rack is in an office space rather than a dedicated server closet. Also, while the software is functional and gets the job done, it doesn't quite have the polished, consumer-friendly interface you might find on some of the more expensive, boutique storage brands. But for the price and the sheer performance you're getting, it's hard to complain too much. If you need a reliable, high-speed workhorse for a small business or a demanding creative setup, this is definitely one to keep on the shortlist. It's a no-nonsense machine that prioritizes throughput and stability over flashy aesthetics, and for most people, that's exactly what matters.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.